1. Bible records, 124 miracles. 21a. Miracles are those acts that only God can perform, usually superseding natural laws. Baker's Dictionary of the Bible defines a miracle as an event in the external world brought about by the immediate agency or the simple volition of God. It goes on to add that a miracle occurs to show that the power behind it is not limited to the laws of matter or mind as it interrupts fixed natural laws. So the term supernatural applies quite accurately? B. Miracles are also known as signs and wonders. C. Here we have one of the 124 miracles recorded in the Bible. 2. Miracle 21. Manna sent daily to feed the Israelites, except on the Sabbath. Exodus 16:14-35. A. Manna from heaven. Exodus 16:14-35 New King James Version, NKJV 14. And when the layer of dew lifted, there, on the surface of the wilderness, was a small round substance, as fine as frost on the ground. 15 So when the children of Israel saw it, they said to one another, What is it? For they did not know what it was. And Moses said to them, This is the bread which the Lord has given you to eat. 16 This is the thing which the Lord has commanded, let every man gather it according to each one's need, 1 omer for each person, according to the number of persons, let every man take for those who are in his tent. 17 Then the children of Israel did so and gathered, some more, some less. 18 So when they measured it by omers, he who gathered much had nothing left over, and he who gathered little had no lack. Every man had gathered according to each one's need. 19 And Moses said, Let no one leave any of it till morning. 20 Notwithstanding they did not heed Moses. But some of them left part of it until morning, and it bred worms and stank. And Moses was angry with them. 21 So they gathered it every morning, every man according to his need. And when the sun became hot, it melted. 22 And so it was, on the 6th day, that they gathered twice as much bread, 2 omers for each one. And all the rulers of the congregation came and told Moses. 23 Then he said to them, This is what the Lord has said, Tomorrow is a Sabbath rest, a holy Sabbath to the Lord. Bake what you will bake today, and boil what you will boil, and lay up for yourselves all that remains, to be kept until morning. 24 So they laid it up till morning, as Moses commanded, and it did not stink, nor were there any worms in it. 25 Then Moses said, Eat that today, for today is a Sabbath to the Lord, today you will not find it in the field. 26 6 days you shall gather it, but on the 7th day, the Sabbath, there will be none. 27 Now it happened that some of the people went out on the 7th day to gather, but they found none. 28 And the Lord said to Moses, How long do you refuse to keep my commandments and my laws? 29c. For the Lord has given you the Sabbath, therefore he gives you on the 6th day bread for 2 days. Let every man remain in his place, let no man go out of his place on the 7th day. 30 So the people rested on the 7th day. 31 And the house of Israel called its name manna. And it was like white coriander seed, and the taste of it was like wafers made with honey. 32 Then Moses said, This is the thing which the Lord has commanded, fill an omer with it, to be kept for your generations, that they may see the bread with which I fed you in the wilderness, when I brought you out of the land of Egypt. 33 And Moses said to Aaron, Take a pot and put an omer of manna in it, and lay it up before the Lord, to be kept for your generations. 34 As the Lord commanded Moses, so Aaron laid it up before the testimony, to be kept. 35 And the children of Israel ate manna 40 years, until they came to an inhabited land. They ate manna until they came to the border of the land of Canaan. B. Manna, Hebrew, manhu, meaning, what is that? I. The name given by the Israelites to the food miraculously supplied to them during their wanderings in the wilderness, Exodus 16:15-35. 2. The name is commonly taken as derived from man, an expression of surprise, what is it? But more probably it is derived from manon, meaning to allot, and hence denoting an allotment or gift. This gift from God is described as a small round thing, like the hoarfrost on the ground, and like coriander seed, of the color of bdellium, and in taste like wafers made with honey. 3. It was capable of being baked and boiled, ground in mills, or beaten in a mortar, Exodus 16:23, Numbers 11:7. If any was kept over till the following morning, it became corrupt with worms, but as on the Sabbath none fell, on the preceding day a double portion was given, and that could be kept over to supply the wants of the Sabbath without becoming corrupt. Directions concerning the gathering of it are fully given, Exodus 16:16-18, 33, Deuteronomy 8:3-16. It fell for the first time after the 8th encampment in the desert of Sin, and was daily furnished, except on the Sabbath, for all the years of the wanderings, till they encamped at Gilgal, after crossing the Jordan, when it suddenly ceased, and where they did eat of the old corn of the land, neither had the children of Israel manna any more. Joshua 5:12. They now no longer needed the bread of the wilderness. 4. This manna was evidently altogether a miraculous gift, wholly different from any natural product with which we are acquainted, and which bears this name. The manna of European commerce comes chiefly from Calabria and Sicily. It drops from the twigs of a species of ash during the months of June and July. At night it is fluid and resembles dew, but in the morning it begins to harden. The manna of the Sinaitic Peninsula is an exudation from the manna tamarisk tree, Tamarix mannifera, the El Tarfa of the Arabs. This tree is found at the present day in certain well-watered valleys in the peninsula of Sinai. The manna with which the people of Israel were fed for 40 years differs in many particulars from all these natural products. Our Lord refers to the manna when he calls himself the true bread from heaven, John 6:31-35, 48-51. He is also the hidden manna, Revelation 2:17. Compare John 6:49-51.